Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Good morning. After speaking to a dignitary last night from Saudi Arabia, all the Middle Eastern dignitaries are willing to come to the table in tomorrow's conference in Sana'a, Yemen. Now, the United States has been reluctant to do so. But last night, after Hillary and I spoke to Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, we feel that regardless of the drawbacks, it is imperative that we do so. In other news, we've seen the economic reports from January. Despite the fact that there was a lag, we are seeing a small bump, a modest bump in economic growth. Unemployment rates only raised slightly, but we feel like we're on top of it. We're keeping ourselves abreast of the international markets. With me is Treasury Secretary Rubin, who is making his statement later on this afternoon, how we are keeping track of the international markets and using trade to help bolster our economy. I'm open for 6 questions. Yes. One Williams, NPR, Mr. President. My question to you is this. You've had conferences before in Sana'a, but yet at times they have been, shall we say, a lot to be desired. What are your hopes regarding this? According to some conversations I've had with British Prime Minister Tony Blair and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, we feel the only thing we can work on right now is a pathway to peace. Prime Minister Blair told me that without a plan, a pathway to peace, any plan for Middle East peace, because of how fragile it is, it will die. And I firmly believe in that. Now, here's something else you need to know. We will stand on that. We've been asked by Secretary of State Madeleine Albright has asked to herself deal with Ehud Barak. Yes.
Mr. President, Mara Elias in NPR. My question to you is this. What is it that you think is causing the unemployment rate to rise in a modest way?
We think it may have to do with some sectors laying off jobs and closing their locations. Some things have to happen for cutbacks in the bottom line. Even in the best of economies, sometimes it can be some of the worst times. We still have to streamline things. That is the wave, and that is the bridge to the 21st century. Yes.
Frank Benson from the Blake Carter Show, Mr. President. My question to you is this. The issue with commerce
fostering a division of entrepreneurial affairs working with small business. Why was it taking so long to effect? Well, let's see. We're rearranging certain chairs in my certain areas of my administration. These things happen, especially with a second term. I made my announcements from last week of who's going to be replacing Hendrick in the SBA, and made my announcement of who is going to be replacing Philip later in the SBA, whose resignation I found out last night was for personal issues. So, his resignation takes place tomorrow. John Anthony Wynn and Ada Alvarez will be taking over respectively as soon as they are to be confirmed, which, by the way, Senate confirmation of both nominees are imminent. But, Mr. President, my question is, why Ada Alvarez? She's an investment banker, when you could have selected, say, a high-rep entrepreneur. We need someone with a broad scope of knowledge to lead the Small Business Administration. She has that scope of analysis beyond just banking, but getting to the heart of the matter by asking the right questions. She did that as a journalist. All right, next.
Renee Benson from the Society page, Mr. President. My question to you is this. Kenneth Starr is considering stepping down to go to Pepperdine University. And some of the backlash has already been done regarding conservatives at this time. What is your statement on that?
Conservatives can say what they want. And Ken Starr's investigations have cost us a lot. There's been a lot of stress between me and Mrs. Clinton about it. I don't like it very much, but I'll deal with it. But I will say this. We will not give up. I will not give up. You are aware that that Diane Stone has reached out to an international publisher to put in her tell-all book worldwide. Yes, we've been made aware of that last night. Me and Hillary visited a friend of ours. Or rather, they came to the White House to visit us. And to be honest with you, she can publish what she wants. It's all fabrications. Beyond that, I don't give a damn. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to work for the American people. Thank you.